The tree of liberty has been thirsty for too long. I am the spark, the powder, the match, the shot that rang, the line in the patch. I am the night they tossed the tea, the oath they swore to die free. You can chain my hands, you can break my bones, but you'll never own my soul. I am the fire in the midnight sky, the reason tyrants die. I am 1776, lightning, thunder, iron, and grit. Every musket, every fist. I am 1776. Oh, 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 oh. I am 1776. I am the flag they tried to burn, the shot that made the empire turn. I am the rebel, the Minuteman, the ink that wrote we can. We hold these truths, hear my boots on the cobblestone, hear my war cry, shake the throne, hear my drum, you know it's near, your reign of fear ends here. I am 1776, lightning, thunder, iron, and grit, every musket, every fist. I am 1776. Oh, oh, I am 1776.
Surprise! It's Monday. And they said a couple people said they missed us over the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. I know the weekends aren't the same. They're just, it's different.
Maybe we'll have a surprise show one day. Like that.
Well, it'd be a surprise if nobody knew about it.
Yeah, well, that's why I would be surprised.
Oh.
Wait, what's wrong? You okay there?
Yeah, I was just choking. Choking.
Choking.
Choking. So I'm gonna do this real quick. You guys knew it was.
Everybody has everything. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was Groundhog Day.
Yeah, fuck that piece of shit. You should die, that thing, that groundhog. The other
That's his wife. She said he's a freaking liar. She said that's all he does is lie. Spring should be here now. I'm tired of the snow.
Ain't happening. Ain't gonna happen. Again, 6 more weeks. The dirtbag's gonna come out. And what's his name? Puxatani Shoe? What the hell?
Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh, Puxatani Phil?
Yeah.
I mean, Puxatani, I don't like him.
I don't like
him
either.
Like him when I was up in New York. I don't like him when I was in Pennsylvania. And I didn't like him now. It's 29 degrees down here in Florida.
Oh. Hey, Universal's 40. She's got an anniversary. What'd she say? 46 years today.
Oh, God bless you.
That's a long time.
Your husband must have said yes, 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 and never said no.
Obviously. Yeah. I don't know where Sean is. He'll be here when he gets here, I guess.
Good morning, everybody.
Is there anybody I feel sorry for anybody who's got a birthday on Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Imagine we living it every time.
Every day. Every damn day. Let's see. How about if we'll go with a prayer this morning to start out. So God will literally sit you down and break you to humble you, then will isolate you to build you, then give you back everything tenfold to prove to you he is real and everything happens for a reason. So if God has never failed you, say amen. Say amen.
Roses are red, my love, violets are blue. Hey, the song didn't want to produce because Sean was supposed to give me the one lines, and he didn't give it to me. So just let you know. I know everybody was waiting for the song to come out today, but yell at Sean. I was already had the music already set up, all ready to rock and roll.
Well, I guess we only do what we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Oh, I heard a beep. I bet you that's him. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's
Good morning,
everybody
Sean.
doing
How are
today?
you today? Hey, you didn't text me those one-liners that you were supposed to text me.
Oh, darn it. I have them right here.
Well, I just told the chat that it's your fault. That's why I didn't finish the
I
song
have
this
them
week.
right here. I have a list of it. I have to send it over to you.
Just
I'll
take a
send it
photo
over.
of it and send it to me.
I will. That's what I'll do. I'll send you a photo. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, with
How's
the show
everybody's
is doing
weekend?
very well. We had Alan's sick. He's got bronchitis.
Oh, does he?
Vice president, yeah.
I don't.
I told him last week to go to the doctor, but does he listen? No. The last time I had to bring him Z-Pack and all that shit because they don't listen. I finally went to urgent care.
Well, it's
A little prayer for Alan.
I guess with the weather down there, right? That's going on. You got pretty cold down there, right? I see iguanas are falling out of the sky, it looks like, and
You got chemtrails falling out of the sky.
well, it's all
Got
over the
plastic
place.
coming out of the sky.
I,
Everybody, they all said a lot of stuff.
I don't feel sorry for the people down in Florida. I'm sorry, but we've been freezing our asses off for the last couple of weeks, so I don't care.
I'll give you the updated temperature. Here we go. Ready?
I don't care.
I'm gonna rub it right up in your ass now.
You were rubbing it up in our
George.
faces for a week. How warm it was down there.
I
There
know.
goes. It is.
I don't feel bad for you guys.
The temperature here now is 30. It went up a degree.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Ours is 17 degrees here in Trenton, New Jersey right now today.
High today is going to be
Beautiful.
55.
Beautiful 17. So your high is going to be 55. Our high is going to be 32 at freezing. I think it's the first day in probably 2 weeks that it's going to be over 30, which is brutal.
It's 22 here. It feels like 13, and it's going to have freezing drizzle.
17 below. Let me tell you, that was bad.
The high temperature here for the week is going to be tomorrow, 33. So we're looking forward to that big, Tuesday.
You're having a heat wave.
Yeah, looking forward to that big high temperature of 33. So,
yeah. Well, everybody's saying it's not nice to say we don't feel sorry for them, but there's 100 and some thousand people with no power that are freezing their asses off in Tennessee and Kentucky and other places.
The thing is that
them I feel sorry for.
The people that don't have, we have to keep them in our prayers because they got to fix that stuff. And they got a lot of linemen out there, which I saw them out there. It's just that
we're heroes, the linemen, going up there in the freaking cold weather and working all that stuff. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're on those bucket trucks all the way up in the air. And don't forget the wind chill factor up there. You got a heavier breeze than you do on the ground. Because I worked in the things like that. Not the bucket. I worked in bucket trucks, but we're doing work out the side of the building, putting the power in. So it's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I said, what? Oh, I used to be on the 40. When I was doing the building, it was the 45th floor, so it was all open. It was just the steel outside and the concrete on the floor. And there was such a wind. It was on the West Side Highway in New York. There was such a wind. I put myself with safety lines, opened up my car out, and flew across the floor.
Oh, like a flying squirrel.
It was.
Like a flying squirrel.
We were talking about groundhog before. You missed it.
Yeah.
The Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Puxatawny Phil's wife came on and said he's a liar.
She's bitter.
Yeah,
she's bitter. They had a divorce. She's better. She wants to keep on taking half his pay
Lot
every
a
Groundhog
lot
Day.
of bitter women out there. A lot of bitter
Yeah,
women.
she's better.
Yeah. Dude, so we were talking about how about people fighting the ICE agents and everything like that. I'm going to start out with this one because this is stupid, but the guy did it anyways. God, I got a piece of hair sticking up somewhere.
Yeah, I seen that on camera. No,
It was driving me nuts. I can see it.
I am calling all 55 gangs in my beautiful city. I expect a gang leader from every gang, all 55 gangs, and I'm not going to name them by name, but I'm calling the Latino gangs. I'm calling the Cambodian gangs. I'm calling the Filipino gangs. I'm calling the black gangs. I'm calling the Pacific Islander gangs. I'm calling all gang leaders to meet me right here, Long Beach City Hall, this coming Monday. Why Monday? Specifically, I need you to be here to meet me in person to take back this city. Because our leadership is not doing anything about it, and our police are powerless. Once again, let me be very clear. My name is Rogelio Martinez, your 2026 Long Beach City Mayor, and I need your help. I need to see 55 gang leaders here this coming Monday. We need to take back the city. Enough is enough. ICE needs to get out of Long Beach. And this is the only way that I know how to get them out. Peacefully, but with strong force. But peacefully. And remember, the police are not at fault. The police are not doing anything wrong. I'm not here to defund the police. I stand with my Long Beach police officers, my men and women that serve the Long Beach Police Department. But they are powerless. They are powerless against ICE. I need your help. I need all 55 gang leaders to meet me here this coming Monday. And we need to take back Long Beach. Enough is enough. We cannot have any more innocent people be taken and detained.
Oh, come on.
That was his running for office information at the end of that. I mean, is the guy a freaking idiot or what?
Yes, he's not the mayor, right? He's running.
He's
to be
running.
Mayor.
Yeah,
He's running to be mayor.
I hate to say all the gang names. He said that. I wasn't going to say all the gang names.
But think about this for a minute. We've come to times like if you're watching like a Batman movie, right, or something like that, like where these crazy criminals or protests or running the streets, whatever you want to call it. It's crazy times. Like the guy I was talking to on the cruise told me he feels like he was asleep for 20 years and woke up and he's like, what the hell's going on with some of this shit? Okay. And that's true, man. I mean, here's a guy who's looking for to be public office. He's calling for gangs and he's calling them for a reason, but then he's talking about being peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, guarantee he's a cartel guy. Guarantee he sells drugs.
You
Probably
think?
go to gangs and they go, back and forth with the drugs. But I tell you right now, the gangs will not get involved in Long Beach. And the reason why
they're smart enough to realize, they're smart enough to realize they don't need the feds creeping up their backsides.
They'll come down and load them.
Yeah, I just saw that and I was thinking, what a retard to even do that publicly when you're running for office. He just opened himself up for prosecution.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is, everybody needs new teeth. It's teeth are gone on the bottom.
He'll get the radical vote. He'll get the radical vote there in Long Beach if there's a radical vote. He'll get that.
It just doesn't stop. Listen, on a positive note, let's see if this sounds good on this one. There, Tracy.
In history,
No, see, I don't know why it's very loud.
there's this magic moment.
Well, just watch the video. It's pretty
appears on
good.
the scene,
Mm.
and everything changes.
I am with you. We've never seen anything like this.
It's very loud on my
I will
phone.
fight for you,
This was a man who's met his destiny.
and I will win for you.
He said he was saved by God in order to make America great again.
His victory was the greatest comeback of all time.
You're watching history, so buckle up.
I don't think the American people have ever seen this before. A government that has moved this quickly and a president that has done so much when it comes to the border and energy and major investments from other countries. It's like warp speed.
47's on a hot streak, bringing head-snapping change to Washington, overwhelming the system with a volcanic eruption of action. Trump has a mandate from the people, and he's using it, and they're just getting started.
President Trump said on the campaign trail, success will be my retribution.
Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free. We're going to have one shot at this, and no other president's going to do what I'm doing.
America's back, common sense is back. He is keeping his promise to you, the American people. Inflation is down, growth is up.
The numbers don't lie. The economy is soaring.
Lowest gas prices in 4 years.
And record tariff revenue.
The USA is on a roll, culminating in the signing of the One Big Beautiful Bill on July 4th.
The Trump economic golden age is full steam ahead. America is back thanks to the courage of President Trump, thanks to the leadership of his amazing cabinet, and thanks, of course, to our brave men and women in the United States military.
This is a message to the rest of the world. The days of ripping off Americans are officially over. Between the attacks on Iran's nuke site and the Maduro operation, the U.S. military recruitment at an all-time high. This president will go down in history as a peacemaking president.
Peace through strength, America's in charge.
And he's just got one filter, and that is America first.
Whatever they're doing, it's working. Zero illegal crossing, drug cartels frustrated, less crime.
We have the most secure border in the history of this nation. If you think we're doing good now, you just wait till this coming year.
The president isn't taking his foot off the gas in 2026.
It's a new year. The stock markets are already making new record highs.
The Trump archive are a series of near impossible feats.
As for the next year, the American people have so much to look forward to. The president will continue to build off of his historic accomplishments.
2025 was setting the table that the banquet's going to be in 2026.
This is the golden age coming.
He says, make America great again because every American is invited.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has only just begun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just that I wanted everybody to see it. I'm sorry about the volume, but it was loud on my phone when I downloaded stuff. The thing
What'd
is,
you
it's
say?
just yeah, that's what I said. Just as loud as I can. The whole thing. I should have played it on the thing. The
Mark had problems hearing it, he said.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we
Yeah.
have problems all the time hearing stuff, right? With
yeah, you
that
can't
thing.
hear nothing. You
Thing
can't even hear the thing in the background there when Trixie
Yeah, the
does it.
background noise.
Friday was hilarious, though. Friday was funny. Friday was funny.
See if you can hear the music now. Play that.
So how about Scavino got married yesterday, huh?
Yeah, yep. Beautiful.
This is
wedding.
what we were. What did you want me to do?
No, play that.
This is what. Oh, this is what we were playing when Sean or when Mark couldn't hear.
Mark, can you hear it now?
Rumble doesn't have issues with audio on videos. It only happens once in a great while. But when we record them, we turn the volume all the way up, so it goes all the way up here.
It was
But
loud on the
sometimes
phone.
just-
I don't understand. Yeah.
It's the system. I know. I always check the volume.
Sometimes it's screaming out.
Yeah. So Scavino, I seen Scavino got married yesterday.
Yeah, there was some nice videos out there. I seen a lot of people went. Judge Jeanine was there. Right, Judge Janine had a video of it out there. I see even Bongino was there. Byron Donalds was there. Georgia's next governor was there. A lot of folks were there. A lot of folks were posting pictures up. What a beautiful ceremony, right? But it was a cold day in Florida.
Yep. But congratulations, Mr.
38
Dan
degrees or
Scavino, his
something like
wife.
that.
She's pretty. What?
Yeah, she's
Very
beautiful.
pretty woman too.
Yeah.
He's been with her for a while. Yeah.
Did you see the hat? I guess there was a kid at the wedding and it says Trump did this. The kid was wearing, instead of a MAGA hat, it said Trump did this or something, because Trump's apparently the one that match made them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he apparently was the one that match made him. So, and Scavino's been obviously a very loyal person to President Trump, which is.
He's been with him from the beginning, and a little bit before the beginning too.
And speaking of somebody who's unloyal to Trump, very unloyal. Look how many times we've said stuff about Pompeo in here, about him being deep state and not a very good person.
Pompeo, yeah.
But
What do you
Mike
have on him?
Pompeo was fully aware of everything that was happening to Trump,
Yes,
and
Patrick
then
Byrne.
passed Gina Haspel off to him as if she wasn't involved. So the entire situation between Brennan, Pompeo, Haspel, everyone there, it's all a big mess. But this could start unraveling it. Now, a lot of lives were ruined because of this. Let's not forget that we have all those mugshots from Fulton County, not just Trump, but all those lawyers, all the electors around the country, anyone that questioned the election.
About Patrick Byrne is very good. He was one of the ones I told the story before about having the meeting with Pence up in the Trump International about what he was going to do. He agreed to challenge the votes on January 6th, which he didn't. Remember when I got into that whole story? Patrick Byrne dumped. Now, Patrick Byrne originally wasn't a big Trump supporter, but he's very upset about the elections. And he dumped a lot of his money. He's a millionaire 10 times over because he owned. What was that company on? I always forget.
He owned Overstock, but the point I just wanted to make the point of that it was about Pompeo, not Patrick Byrne.
No, I'm just saying, but that's
about him working with Paul Ryan.
I was going to finish about.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Well, it's okay.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say how Pompeo was brought into the whole mix with working for President Trump because of Pence and the deep state. Pompeo got in there and went to a lot of functions in the countries and everything else, and didn't push the issue as much as Trump is pushing it now, because Pompeo was holding Trump back what he wanted to do about that. Wow. So that's why I was
well, that's why it wasn't on Fox News, was because Pompeo worked with Paul Ryan, and so that was the whole flip.
And they always bring him back. They always bring him back.
Yeah,
for his opinion, right?
To change the narrative too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another reason why I say the stolen election was a gift.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a gift because obviously it woke up a lot of people's eyes, right? It was a gift because we had a guy that can come back from that, number one. I don't know what other politician could come back, what Trump went through. But it was a gift that helped flush the current administration of some of the people that were in there, like a guy like Pompeo, right? When Trump went to Washington, he didn't know a lot of those people. He was given names and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
That 4 years, and that time helped make a person like Marco Rubio what he's doing now, too, right? I mean, do you think Marco Rubio would be that good of a Secretary of State if Trump just rolled into a second term?
No, and Pompeo is the one that hid Gina Haspel. When you go farther into the interview, that's where I was going with this. It was that we brought up Gina Haspel quite a few times and why she was so quiet, and it was because Pompeo told her to be quiet and got her placed in that law firm and stuff. So he was protecting her.
Can you bring up this photo a minute?
Energy said, sadly, the toilet didn't flush very well. True, because we still have some people in it.
Oh, there's plenty of that.
Yeah, that's the one we had up on Friday.
We brought this up before, okay? President Trump made this statement, and this is fact because I was at Bolo when he said it. If he didn't get these 75 million votes, which if you look at the amount of counties compared to Biden's counties, they're not 81 million people in 477 counties. but there are 81 million people within the 2,497 counties. President Trump said if he didn't get the votes of the people that voted for him, he wouldn't have ran for 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But because the people came for him out that, and he saw that, he was unbelievably impressed. And that when that happens, when he left and everything else, and when he went to Mar-a-Lago, and I saw the vehicles that were in there, they were planning already. He had generals in there. He had a whole bunch of stuff in there. And this is all fact. So I just wanted to bring up this picture, how they stole the election. And then we have the other video about.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to Gina Haspel, though.
Yeah,
that with Pompey and Gina Haspel, John Brennan is the one that's the target of the grand jury in Fort Pierce, Florida. He's already been notified to lawyer up and all that kind of stuff. So when you have Paul Ryan working at Fox and you have Pompey coming in as a paid speaker, like what they have with those are the things that make Fox News like uniparty news. So when you're watching that, they're always getting the narrative to go one way. And it would make sense why Gina Haspel was never brought up either, because Paul Ryan's wife is a Democrat lobbyist, and Paul Ryan holds the reins over at Fox News. So that's why you're never getting the complete story over there. And with Pompeo, everybody thought, we talked about it here. We all thought that's what was going on, but it definitely wasn't. The reason I brought that up is because we could say it until we're blue in the face and people might not believe us, but that comes right out of Patrick Byrne's mouth, and he's the one that knew. Because
put this picture up for 1 second. I always say this to people. I with this picture. Does this look like? Does it? If they got 81 million votes, would they have had to do this type of shit where they blocked where they were counting votes, right? Would they have if they got legitimately 81 million votes? You wouldn't have one picture like this because they wouldn't have needed to do this.
And then what about the videos that they had when they were pulling the boxes from under the desk to count all the votes? Those are the boxes that they took. And the thing that they brought up, the votes that they found was supposed to be mail-in votes. Now, not for anything, but when you get something in the mail, usually got creases like this, you know.
Yeah, no creases. They're perfectly flat.
The things were flat. And
kind of like Flat Earth Donnie.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Flat Earth Donnie.
But ours was real. But what George is talking about was really flat.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what, and they think the whole thing is, and then let me show that picture with Tulsi in there, Garber. Made the appearance undercover with the hat and everything else, and according to Flynn, that's really big. I got this other video up about the election. If you want to put that up, which was
Do you remember all the bullshit stories people told you about how the fraudulent election would be overturned? Do you remember the symbols of tyranny when fences went up around D.C. for Joe Biden's inauguration? Do you remember watching fuel and food prices skyrocket in a matter of months? Do you remember watching our borders being invaded by a virtual army of unidentified criminals? Do you remember watching our nation get systematically destroyed for 4 years by the Joe Biden Autopin administration? Do you remember longing for the days of winning when we had Donald Trump in the White House? Do you remember thinking he was going to die when the bullet aimed at his brain only grazed his ear? Do you remember rejoicing after witnessing the miracle that saved his life? Do you remember celebrating the epic landslide victory in November of 2024? This is what you hoped for. This is what you prayed for. This is what you voted for. So why are you questioning every decision he makes now that he's back in office? God didn't save his life so he could make mistakes. He knows what he's doing. Maybe it's time to shut the fuck up and let him cook. This has been a public service announcement paid for by the Dilly Meme team.
That's all true. And don't put it past that Paul Ryan ain't gonna be brought up on charges.
Oh, I would like to see it. Sure, just talking about the election. Just put this is interesting. I saw a post with Laura Logan. Right, we all know who Laura Logan is.
Oh yeah.
Right. So she reposted this Shiloh Marks, who is some kind of podcaster or what have you. Biden won by 11,779 votes. Georgia provisional ballots counted in full 11,781 votes. Right. That's the first time I saw that, but she posted that, so she reposted that. So I mean, I kind of when she reposts stuff, I kind of listen, and that's the first time I saw that about provisional ballots in Georgia. That was interesting.
Yeah, well, that's why that thing came out. The one I showed you with that Charlie Kirk put out about that with the voting stuff on it, with the amount of people that voted.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just saying that's
no, it all fits into play. But what I want to get back to about what you're saying about when we bring out stuff, we bring it as exactly how it happens when we bring the news up on our show and stuff on our show. The whole thing is when stuff has to go up to Fox, it's got to go to a production. And then the production's got to be with a whole committee to see if they could approve to show what they show. That's why we have it before them all the time.
Well, they have scripts. They have scripts.
Yeah, they have to follow.
That. They have
and
scripts,
that's all done by the board of directors with Paul Ryan and all that shit. So the ones that are approving this stuff were hired by Paul Ryan, which are most likely half of them liberal tots. And then they go through all the stuff and they approve what could go on the news. There's a lot of stuff that could be told. You'll watch Fox in the morning. A lot of stuff that could be told by Fox, which they refuse to do. You know, I mean, it's proven fact. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Here's a good one.
The documents contain emails allegedly from the senior vice president of the George Soros Open Society Foundation. He quotes a Clinton campaign advisor saying, quote, "It will be a long-term affair and to demonize Putin and Trump," and adds that, quote, "Later, the FBI will put more oil into the fire," unquote. Other emails reveal Hillary Clinton approved the idea of tying Trump and Russia to election interference. And that was a scheme hoping the allegations would distract people from her own email scandal. These documents provide clear evidence that Hillary Clinton's campaign was behind the Russia hoax and that the FBI knew what the Clinton team was up to, acknowledging that the info they were receiving about the Trump campaign may have come from the Clinton camp. Despite this, the Obama intel community forged ahead with their 2017 assessment, concluding that Russia aspired to help Trump win the election.
That's why this stuff was just declassified, extra paperwork. And that's why Brennan's the target down in Fort Pierce, is because of this paperwork that came out. So they wouldn't, that's why it didn't come out before, because they must have withheld it for the grand jury. So it wasn't tainted, but it proves, that it was all a setup between the whole entire deep state.
Now, did you notice that they didn't talk about Pierce too much? Fox News didn't talk about Pierce.
Nobody's talking about it. Nobody.
Okay.
You hear one blip about it, and then that's it.
No, I mean, I'm just bringing up a point. You know what I'm saying? I know. And what we find out, it's unbelievable. So we just have to watch. We just have to be. And I still hoping that. And did you see what Janine Pirro did? She's going after Obama.
No, I didn't see that. What happened?
Oh yeah. Wait, let me see. Did I download that thing?
Yeah, but they that one. Who else? Somebody else tied it directly to Obama. I remember seeing it on X 2 weeks ago, but now it's hitting mainstream about that because Tulsi Gabbard came right out in that news conference and said it all ties back to Obama and that he was under investigation, and that was like what, a month 6 weeks ago.
That's been a little more than a month. I mean, she said it one time before, didn't she? Like
yeah, she came right out and said it at the podium at that news conference.
Yeah.
So, but
Obama's been kind of quiet, right? He's been.
Well, he took a trip to England because he's trying to get some people on his side. The thing that bothered me, that peace thing that, and I'm going off the track here. You know the thing about that peace panel that he did Trump.
Peace board.
Trump,
Yeah.
the peace.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the only thing that bothers me of one
the peace
person on
board.
there is Tony Blair. That's
Oh,
not.
is he on there? I didn't know he was on
Yeah,
there.
he's on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know Italy refused to be part of it?
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, they refused to be part of it.
Wow.
But
You want me to tell you why?
Why, George?
go on, George.
Yeah, come on, George.
Because the infiltration that they have. She's got deep state in her stuff too, so she's clearing that out, and she'll join back. That her and President Trump are very good. They call her Trump in a dress, number one, and number two,
a female Trump.
The thing that you brought up about what do you call about what the hell is it? I think I got a brain fart. I got a brain fart about something. Oh, damn it! Because I'm looking up for something else.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
the whole deep state thing, I think, between Brennan and then I want Fauci to go too, if they can tie him into all of this stuff too.
They're waiting for that pen.
But you're not going to see the auto pen.
Yeah.
You're not going to see. I mean, you're not going to see Obama get arrested. Obviously. I know we'd all love to see that because what he's done to our country for just with the Trump thing, with the Russia bullshit.
Depends on what you charge him for.
But you won't. Yeah, but you won't. But then again, he did it while he was during his presidency.
Doesn't matter.
Didn't Trump just show that through the courts that you're immune to certain things during presidency?
Yeah, but it depends on the charge.
Hang on. I know, but George, there's certain things that he may say he did it because he was trying to save America. I mean, I'm just saying Obama ain't going to be in a jail cell somewhere. So I'm going to tell you that right now. So let's all not even think about that. I don't think it's going to happen. Some people may, and that's good, but that's all happy talk because you're not going to see that. Obama won't be doing any jail time.
Let's see.
Matter of fact, they may even give him an addition to his library. They'll probably raise money off of it.
Well, the Epstein files came out over the weekend too, and this is really interesting. People that are familiar with Comet Pizza and everything, remember the guy that went
Pizza
Gate. And they said it was all bullshit. Guess who was the judge for that guy? She was the one that sentenced the Comet Pizza guy, never got into discovery with that, said it was all bullshit. And 5 years later, she's sitting on the Supreme Court, but because of Joe Biden. So what does that tell you? She was put there to cover up for people.
The Comet Pizza guy should have said he was a woman, and maybe she wouldn't be able to find him.
Yeah. The Comet Pizza thing, that was real. People said it wasn't, but James Oliphant was like knee deep into all that stuff. But a lot of the things that were coming out over the weekend in the Epstein files were just unreal. The videos, you see the one of Jeff Epstein chasing little kids around in his apartment and stuff. They got the kids' heads.
No, I was trying to, honestly, with these Epstein files, when they come out, I'm a firm believer it's going to be, no matter what comes out, it's going to be bullshit. Some things, right? Because I think some people are going to, with AI, are going to. So I try to look at certain sources who's sharing them to see like if they, they're vetted or whatever. So I didn't do a lot of that this weekend, unfortunately, but I did see some things. There's talk about this Jay-Z with Harvey Weinstein with people, right? And the big talk about that is Jay-Z is the person who has the company that puts the Super Bowl halftime show on, right? Mm-hmm. And the NFL hasn't made any comments about it, which is pathetic. And there's so there's also talks about Jay-Z actually being kind of in hiding right now. So I don't know what that even means. George, you're muted.
No, I just said I want to get some lozenges. I'll be right back.
Oh,
well, the Bad Bunny supposedly is going to be wearing a dress for the halftime show. I'm not going to be watching it.
I won't be watching the halftime show. I think today the Turning Point is supposed to announce Turning Point is supposed to be doing a halftime show, I guess, on I think it's going to be on America's Voice News or maybe some streaming stuff. So they're supposed to be doing some announcement today. I think I'll definitely be watching the Turning Point halftime show, without a doubt. Give them the rating.
That's what we're going to be watching at halftime. We're not going to be watching the regular one. But
speaking of shows, did you guys didn't mention about the Grammys last night, did you?
No, because I don't watch that shit. I saw what Trump posted, though.
I don't watch either, but that Billie Irish, whatever her name is, that singer, you know who I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
All right. So she had an interesting comment on there. Let me just show it to you real quick, and because I think I don't watch those shows, but I always see like these comments afterwards, and I think she's such a hypocrite. And I'll play it, and I'll tell you why I think she's such a hypocrite.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
There are people clapping like seals.
And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter. And I say sorry.
She said at that point, she said "fuck ICE" is what she said. But here's a piece of garbage, and that's probably insult to garbage. But here's a piece of garbage that's up there. It lives in a $15 million home or whatever. If she really thinks it's stolen land, I would have respect to these people instead of doing some virtual signaling. If they really think it's stolen land, why don't you take your $15 million or $20 million home and give it to a bunch of illegals or whatever? That would give me a little bit more respect for them, that they're really got skin in the game in their fight, instead of just doing some bullshit protesting that no one will ever. Her home probably has walls around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably has security. So it's all full of shit.
Well, yeah, Noah Trevor was on there last night apparently and said that Trump was on Epstein Island, and Trump came out this morning and said he's in trouble now. He's going to go after him for that too. Yeah. So
they don't stop. What about that thing on NBC? The young kid was complaining about Trump being a pedophile and Epstein's because they can say whatever they want. What
was that? What
on the NBC, like the Sunday thing that they have that panel, and what's his name is on there? The guy that wrote the book. What's that guy that always challenges them when they're on that panel? He's a Republican. He's a good guy. He's friends with Trump.
Oh, you're talking about Jennings? Scott Jennings?
Yeah, him. Scott. And this kid's talking about President Trump being on Epstein's Island and talking about him with the rape charges and the pedophile that he is. And then Jennings turns around and tells the guy that's hosting the thing, "Aren't you going to say something? Are you going to say? Well, we'll deal with."
Oh,
that.
yes. I thought that was on CNN though, but maybe I was mistaken. Yeah,
what was that?
I thought that was on CNN, but maybe I'm mistaken. It may be.
No, but doesn't Jennings go? Yeah, but I thought Jennings is always on NBC, right?
No, CNN. CNN. But yeah, I saw a video that he said something like, "Yeah, aren't you going to say something like yes?" And yeah, I thought that was on CNN though. But that's
the thing. See, they say stuff and they let it go. They won't correct them unless somebody else challenges them. So now all this shit is spread around. So these other people that hear from the fake news, and they assume that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see too, now that the Epstein files are out? Remember how we talk about adrenochrome all the time and about how people do that? Remember Kevin Leary? He's on Fox News as a contributor, the money guy and everything. He was talking on a live interview about how he goes over to Europe and has all of his blood filtered out and replaced in him, and how it stops your aging and rejuvenates you and everything. So they're coming right out in the open talking about this stuff now. And I think they're trying to normalize it because of the Epstein file drops, because people are going to start questioning it.
There was a thing that happened when they went to the Epstein Island. There were scuba divers that went to the bottom of the island and found skeletons of young kids. on the bottom of that island, and that thing disappeared as fast as it came out. And I'll never forget that one. And the thing about the blood thing and everything else, they're going to turn around. They want, you know what it is? They want to live a long time. They don't want to die because they know where they're going if they die.
Well, the adrenochrome is a real thing. The reason why they say follow the white rabbit is because the molecule for adrenochrome looks just like a white rabbit head with bunny ears. That's why they say follow the white rabbit.
Hence Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
hence Bad Bunny, and that's what the Satanic, the halftime show. But adrenochrome, was it Angelina Jolie? What's the Sandra Bullock? All of them have come out on different talk shows, and you can find the clips on YouTube. And they all talk about using blood from. They don't say children, but they'll say rejuvenated young blood, all that kind of stuff. And so they're basically telling on themselves. And like I said, it's to normalize what they're doing, and it's not normal at all. And you can find adrenochrome if you go like on the dark web. You don't really want to do that, but you can find that, and you can see that. You can see that's why it's
I don't even know where you go to the dark web. What's it? Darkweb.com? I have no idea.
Yeah,
right?
The dark web. You know what I'm talking
I've
about.
always heard dark web. I'm like, what? How do you even find that dark web?
There's stuff on there, but the adrenochrome, if you look up the scientific paperwork about it, it's a true thing, and that's part of what they.
What are they really gaining? Like, my point is, you haven't ever heard of like one of these people living to be like 200 years old, right?
No, but look what they look like. Some of them. That's the thing.
Well, they want to look young, right? But there's a lot of plastic surgery that they do and whatnot, right? But
go to West Palm Beach is like DuPont.
Maybe there's a lot of babies eating there, George, right? But I'm just saying, like, what are they really gaining? Maybe a couple more years of youthfulness? I don't know, or youthfulness looks.
They believe these crazy people, and look what happened last night at the whatever that thing was. The Grammys, was the Grammys or something? What was the thing last night that nobody
Grammys. Or were you paying attention to the show? Talked about it.
What?
We just talked about it. That when you were getting lozenges.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That Billie Eilish said she wants it. We're on stolen land, George.
What the fuck stolen? Let me tell you something. They should go back in history. How do you think the Indians got here? Where they walk across from?
Well, a lot of cultures have been mixed up with people going and
they had 6 tribes in America. Well, they had more than that, but the 6 tribes that used to fight, they used to steal each other's land. So what are you talking about stolen land?
Yeah.
You got the Mexicans over there saying we stole their land. There was a signed agreement with General Santiago, whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah. I just want to share this video real quick because it brings up Don Lemon. There was a pre-Grammy party last night, and this just shows you how Hollywood these people think about us. They got up and gave him a standing ovation. Here's a guy that went in and threatened Christians trying to worship. Watch this.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, good.
They were all cheering.
I wish I would have downloaded that Jelly Roll, that one that he said.
You want me to pull up Jelly Roll? I got it if you want it.
Yeah, play that. Because look what this.
Yeah, that was Jelly Roll was good. Let's see.
Yeah, Red Ginger, Clive Davis. I know exactly what you're talking about with Clive Davis. He's one of the worst ones. He's one of the worst offenders.
Who's Clive Davis?
Clive Davis is a record producer, and he was heavily involved in sex trafficking and satanic worshiping and stuff. And he's a real bad person.
Here's Jelly Roll if you want it.
I know they're going to try to kick me out.
See the voice? It's too. See?
First of all, Jesus, I hear you and I'm listening, Lord. I'm listening, Lord. Second of all, I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail. I'd have killed myself if it wasn't for you and Jesus. I thank you for that. I thank you for my label, Broken Bow. Country Radio, baby. What's up, y'all? Oh, Republic, John Manili, we did it, baby. There was a time in my life, y'all, that I was broken. That's why I wrote this album. I didn't think I had a chance, y'all. There was days that I thought the darkest things. I was a horrible human. There was a moment in my life that all I had was a Bible this big and a radio the same size and a 6x8-foot cell. And I believed that those two things could change my life. I believed that music had the power to change my life and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
He lost like 175 pounds, I think.
Yeah, Ozempic much?
Yeah.
No, I think he went on that other one, Wegovy, whatever.
Whatever, but that medication, you can tell they all get that hollowed out face right in here.
Doesn't matter. No. He said what he said was good. But
Mhm.
people cheered when he did that. People
What's
cheered
that?
when he said all that stuff. I said people cheered when they said all that stuff.
Yeah, it seems like there was more cheers for that Billy Irish creep than Jelly Roll, but at least there's some people there that are.
Well, you've seen Reba McEntire, what she did, right? She was
Yeah,
like,
well, I'm sure Reba McEntire didn't cheer about America's on stolen land, right?
But just-
I think she's probably
just
more.
think of the
I love
shit.
Reba McEntire. I watch her show, Happy's Place.
But anything, I just think that they put that. I mean, I know Jay-Z is the one that's controlling that show at halftime.
Yeah.
But you mean to tell me Goodell has nothing to say anything about it? Right?
It's you know what? It mum's the word, and I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna say anything about it because I'll tell you why. It hasn't been in mainstream media, right? So they're not gonna bring it up because they don't want to create news for it. Now, if it gets in the mainstream media, afterwards they're saying it, oh, we just found it out, we didn't know, whatever, and they're move on from it. But Jersey said he looked it up. Jelly Roll lost between 275 and 300 pounds, George.
Wow, that much.
That'd be like a whole person.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. Looks good from what he used to look like. Absolutely.
I'm glad for him, boy. Let me tell you, that's a lot of weight.
Good for him.
He was 550 pounds. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's like 5 times as much as I weigh.
And I'll tell you who's been ripping this Jay-Z and stuff is this Nicki Minaj.
Mm.
She's dropping some stuff out there on X. She's an interesting account to follow right now, and they can't cancel her. They've tried to cancel her, but they can't.
Yeah. What about? Did you see about all the ICE things that happened Friday? All the kids came out of school and stuff.
ICE, yeah.
I want if you could.
We had a local business. That went on Facebook on Thursday and said they were shutting down. And people attacked them. Then they took their post down. They were still closed, but I mean, they were a garden center and it was 15 degrees out. So, like, it's not like they really did. Let's see them close on Valentine's Day if they really want to make a statement.
Nobody should buy roses in there.
Oh, I won't spend a dime there. I will not. Yeah.
Chick, you want to put this video up? I'll stop. I'll go back and forth. Now, here's a mother that's going to the school.
Is this serious?
About her daughter.
I'm pulling my child today. This is my daughter's middle school. Being allowed to protest ICE agents, disrupting traffic, having everyone honk. I'm pulling my child from school today.
These kids were stopping cars in the street. They were going out in the street and stopping cars. And this is what the education department's doing.
This is fucking unbelievable. I'm here to pull my child from the school right now. I'm here to pull Remington Gates from the school district.
So you want to withdraw?
Yep.
Look how all these people are for this protest. And they're educating our children for this. It's unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe my kid is in this environment. Okay. When she's down here, I will sign. Are you serious?
Because there's unfortunately some parental agreements where
Every time I bring it in, she doesn't check it because she knows me. That's interesting.
That's okay. I just want to make sure Erica.
Mhm.
Just sign it, Erica. We'll get it for you.
We're just erring on the side of caution, honestly.
Yeah, this is it. What about the other side? What about my family?
Jason's last name. Remington.
There's kids out there.
Yeah, that's what.
Who's your student? Just
Remington Gates, 7th grade.
From stairs to here?
Absolutely.
Yes, Maddie.
And I want to be escorted to there because every single student booed me because I pulled up here, rolled down my window. Is everything okay? What's going on? To run into this? I didn't.
Not one parent was notified of what they were going to do with these kids.
Yeah, we were talking in the
parked-
chat too. There was preschools that were doing it and everything. They showed them over the
As soon as I walked up.
Every one of these
I'm
parents
telling you
needs
right
to
now,
make
this is going to
board
be a huge
education
problem,
meeting
guys.
The shreds.
I cannot believe that my.
Walk out there with you, but would you like a second?
It's great what the mother says. This is in the car.
They're protesting ICE agents. They're allowing kids to miss class, disrupt traffic, put people in danger. Ron, this is what I was letting you know about. No more. You can get a hold of Alex when school's over. We can. I said, is everyone okay? What's going on? And he said, protest. I said, is my child out here? He said, I don't know. I said, okay. And I parked and I came in and I said, I'm pulling my child from the school district right now. I started recording live. As I was walking up to the building, because I didn't honk, someone in the crowd saw me walking back up and got everyone's attention, and they all started screaming at me, just me. You're not safe here, and if you want to be mad at me, it's okay, baby.
I'm not mad.
I forgive you. I'm sorry. I did not expect this.
But this is crazy because look what they're doing to these kids. And
They're supposed to have a permission slip to leave the school building.
Right.
So you had ICE agents during Obama. You had ICE agents during the auto pen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't go out and protest like this. What's different? Trump, right? So it's not like this is an executive order where Trump is throwing people out of the country. This is law of the land. This is law codified by Congress.
Mm-hmm.
And these idiots are protesting it and everything else. And how many of these kids felt bullied and maybe had to go outside with the crew because they felt bullied, right? And they wanted to, right? So it's pathetic. But it's happening a lot, and people are scared to say that, I stand for ICE. Well, I stand for ICE. You guys stand for ICE. Everybody in this chat stands for ICE. We stand for law and order. If these people, they want open borders, they don't care. They want anarchy. Something's got to give.
Well, if it was me, I would approach it as not so much the protest, but I would go after the signature for having my kid outside of the school without parental permission, because they've got legal boundaries on that. They're not supposed to do it. And I think that would be the way I'd go about it, rather than causing the political ruffle. I'd go after them about having them outside of the school. And that way you could maybe change the school board rules where they can't ever do that again.
That's the problem, is that people
Others-
have to go to the school board meetings
Yes.
and voice their opinions. Get these pieces of shits that are out on, the supervisor of the board. They make over $150,000. Number one, they shouldn't have. Every district has a school board and everything else.
Well, the school board members, like in my town, the school board members don't get paid. It's a volunteer
Well, down
thing.
here I'm talking about.
But the school superintendent, that's like a $200 and some $1,000 a year job. Okay, and they're all left leaning, even the people on the board. And it's a shame that they keep on getting voted in, but they're destroying our kids, destroying them.
I went to a few of them. It's crazy what they bust them in. They bust these other teachers in from other areas to come into the school board.
The other thing, and I would urge everyone in the chat to go to your local school board meeting. Even if you don't have children no longer in the school, even if you don't even have kids, go to the school board meeting. See what first of all, a normal meeting, like a council meeting for your town. If you went up and said something and I thought, oh wow, George had a good point, I could go up and follow up and say something. You can't do that at a school board meeting. They have their agenda set. You have to go before the meeting starts and fill out that you want to speak. They only give you 2 minutes. That's it. It doesn't matter what you have. You have 3 seconds longer than 2 minutes to talk, they'll throw you out of there. They don't let you come back, and then you have a rebuttal. You can sign up for it to do a rebuttal, right? And that's it. That's all you can talk. And whatever you say, they don't even give you an answer. They look at you and go, okay, just go over and talk to our attorneys over there and give them your viewpoint, and we'll get back to you on it. I mean, you have members on there, they can't even give you their opinion back. They just look at you.
Well,
go to a school board meeting. You'll see.
When I went to at one of them, right, I had my Born to Ride for 45 shirt, and this woman, I thought one of the persons I was with turned around and said, "Oh, I like your hat," and she made a comment to the girl, and then there were 2 kids there, college kids, and they were sitting there because they must have came in or busted, whatever it was. And the girl gets up and tells me, and she's white, you have white privilege. I said, what? You have white privilege. I said, listen, let me explain something to you. I said, you're 21 years old. I got a pimple on my ass that has more brains than you have. And I said, the other thing is, you want to see white privilege? I showed her the tattoo with dog tags, right? The dog tags on it. I said, because of him, you could spit the shit out of your mouth. And you're telling me 21 years old? I worked all my life. Support a family. And you're telling me I have white privilege? What privilege do you have? What privilege you had? So then the cop came in because I started getting a little loud. You know?
Well,
the cops are pretty good.
The privilege we have is being able to voice your opinion at the school board. And I'm going to go back to the same thing I said. I don't think they're allowed to take them, even if you're on the school grounds outside. And the only thing I'm saying that for is everything that I've ever seen when you go outside for, like, what do they do? The Spring Olympic things at the end of the year and everything, you always had to have permission slips because you were not in active instruction. So that's the way I would go about it, because I think if you go about it, about saying about it because of the political reasons, that's when you're going to get fried at the school board meeting. But they got definite liability on their insurance on that kind of stuff. And if the kids were in the street, they should have had a permission slip. Go after them.
It's unbelievable. And they can sit, all the school board does there, sit there, or like, dog in the back with the pump bums, like check up and down. And that's what they do. Well, there was a kid there. It was a guy, but he was a trans, whatever the hell he was. Right? And he was on his way to the bathroom. 2 girls walking into by the bathroom. Cops outside by the bathroom, and he goes into a woman's bathroom with the 2 girls. I ran out to the cop. I said, you got to be kidding me. If your daughter's in there, you'd let him in there? Are you serious? Oh, we can't stop him. Really? He should have not went in. He's a guy.
Yeah. Well, like the guy said, 20 years he feels like he was sleeping. He woke up and said, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah. That's why you see World War II veterans. The guy 104 years old just passed away. But that's why you see veterans cry, because they see this. And they can't believe they went out to fight for freedom like this, and this is happening. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you go back to the ICE agents and what is it? They're that with the government being shut down now. You're talking about Johnson. I'm just going to play this because it comes out of Johnson's mouth, so you guys know I'm not making this shit up.
There are billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars for ICE. They're going to keep operating even if this DHS funding goes away. For now, it affects FEMA and TSA and other things. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says this. He says one of the things they want to do, in addition to negotiating these reforms, they want all the money that ICE is now spending, or where it's allocated, no matter where it comes from, to be tagged with those reforms. If there's money you guys have already approved for ICE, can any reforms reach to that money?
We put all of that funding in the big, beautiful bill, the Working Families Tax Cut. And I'm glad that we did, because we had to fix the crisis that was created by the Biden administration over the previous 4 years. They opened the border wide. It was absolute chaos. We allowed, by some estimates, 20 million illegal aliens to come into the country, and many of them hardened, dangerous people, criminals. We've got to get them out of the country. So we had to front load the funding. That will be there. And as you noted, it doesn't matter what they do to the current DHS bill, that those operations will continue. Exactly.
Okay, so you got 2 weeks.
So they're trying to shut the government down over forward funding, not necessarily what is already put out. I think the fight is it's to change the narrative. So for the left, that's what they're doing, is exciting the base on the left.
Well, here's the thing about that they're going to do. President Trump could fire a lot of people once they have the government shut down again, which he did before, and he'll do it again. It's a great excuse for him. But the whole thing, the other thing was, did you see the 21 senators, the Republican senators, voted with the Democrats?
Oh, what bill?
Keep sending them the money. What do you call it?
It was for an African NGO that they were fighting for, basically.
21. Grassley, Lindsey Graham, all the ones that Trump supports. They got to get rid of them. They got to get rid of these people. How do you? The majority of the Republicans voted it, and then you sign up with the Democrats to do it?
No, there's one interesting thing going on with the government shutdown, though, because Jerome Powell has got until May on his contract or whatever they have, right? All right. Well, we were talking about the silver prices going way up and about the Federal Reserve and everything. This is Jerome Powell in his own words, and this is why everybody keeps saying the golden age. Listen exactly to what he says.
So, Claire, as you probably know, we don't comment on the dollar. Really, the administration, especially the Treasury Department, has the job of oversight over the currency and exchange rates and all that. We don't comment on that. It's not our role. So, I have nothing for you.
Did you see that reporter's face after what he said? He basically admitted that Trump took the American dollar system and everything outside of the Federal Reserve and put it underneath the U.S. Treasury. So that's why he's able to do a lot of the things he's doing with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac with the mortgages and all that kind of stuff. So I think maybe with the government close down, that might be the time to get rid of Jerome Powell, and they might be able to flip over the money system at that point too.
He could fire him too.
Mm-hmm.
Allowed to fire him at the government shutdown.
But why would he admit that now? That's the thing. Why now? Well, because he knows he's on the out. I mean, but basically they just spilled the beans on everything, because if you don't follow the executive orders, you won't even know they did that.
Gold is over $5,000 an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Silver is $135 an ounce. I have a bar. It's called the Troy 10 silver bar. It's got an American flag on it. I bought it off somebody a long time ago, and I looked at it. It's like $1,350 already.
Wow.
And it's 10 Troy ounces, they call it.
Wow.
Yeah, well, the Fed was buying back all the debt. They're buying back their own debt. So that tells you right there that they're trying to get that bankrupt basically the Federal Reserve. And if they can bankrupt the Federal Reserve, that will bring in like whatever currency that they want to use backed up with something else. It's coming. Either way you look at it, it's coming because the price of metals can't keep going up and up and up and up. It's unsustainable at this point. There isn't enough actual silver to fulfill contracts. So the mint is canceling orders and everything too.
No.
It is a good way to handle ICE protesters. The ones who are in the street.
Do you want to talk about the Federal Reserve then after this clip a little bit?
Here you go.
Great, I tell you.
That's awesome.
Must be called for that crazy. What do you want to do? Talk about what?
Said we were talking about the Federal Reserve. Did you want to talk some more about that? Because there's a lot of people that are holding physical silver, and it's really going to be worth something.
Hold on to the silver because silver's going to keep on going up.
They shorted it. Yeah. What? They shorted it. The bank shorted silver, and now they're in an unsustainable position anymore. That's why the Fed is buying the repo stuff back. So if you have metals, you're going to be doing really well, because I don't know what they're going to do with the currency. Because
it's something big that's going to happen in a couple of weeks. So we just have to sit tight and see what happens. I don't know if it's bullshit or what, but
if it's the NYC stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's based on Cusper on your birth certificate.
NYC. What's that?
NYC, I love you, baby. I love you.
What's the NYC stuff? What is that?
It's when you're born, you're issued your birth certificate, and on your birth certificate is a number. Your name is all in caps. That means you're treated as a corporation and not as an individual. What they did with those birth certificates because they weren't around before, when they made them, you're consigned against the U.S. debt. So you're collateral for the debt. So all of your income tax money and everything is collateral for any country that borrows, that lends us money or anything like that. And the true thing is, if NYC goes through, it's said both ways. That based upon your birth certificate, there's a number that's listed with that number, and you call the bank up, and you actually have assets listed under that number. So anything that they would have traded where you were the collateral and you made money and everything, supposedly when the dollar crashes and if we go to a different monetary system, we're all going to get paid off in that Cusper number based on your birth certificate. And that's what it is.
I forgot.
But
I think that for little George.
Hey, listen, here's some I want to see how good our audience is. Show the first picture. Now I was looking through my coins. It's amazing.
Well, all right, yeah, but I was going to read some people that know about NYC.
Say what you want. Okay. No, it's all right. You see these? This is $50 of a long time ago. See, it says 1943. What's anything suspicious on the coin, man?
Anything suspicious
on that coin?
I don't know.
All right, close this one and put the next one up. If you see the Liberty dollar, you'll see a head of a snake with flames coming out.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yep.
Why would they put that on a coin?
I don't know. Why?
Everything. No, I'm just saying. I was curious. I want to know why they would put that on a coin.
I know.
Design?
No, not design. It's a message. Everything's a message. Like the bills are messages. Everything, they have messages like crazy.
Well, what's the message?
I don't know. I wanted to. I want to figure it out. But I want to. But Doctor
Tricks, you know the message.
Lasagna knows. Again.
Yeah, they put the snake on there because the snake, just like the medical thing, is the snake. The snake is the reptilian. It's supposed to be the ones that are in control of the new world order and everything. Not necessarily reptilians. They call them that.
Yeah.
But then they put that on there because it's of Satan.
Then they came out with the Kennedy hit. But another thing I want to bring up about what we were talking about the silver. I took pictures of this and I stored it on the phone. Like I had the coin identifier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think this coin was worth, I don't know, maybe $21. Right. So I said, oh shit, I gotta do these coins all over again to get the prices on them, right? I was telling Trixie this, and then I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden, they made the adjustment. So they're basing the coins on the amount of silver. So they brought the $21 to $39. That's the jump. But I'm just saying the way the programs are with the things about how they justify and change the amount of money right on all the coins I downloaded all changed in price because of the silver. It's just amazing.
Yeah, but you could go back to the money with the snake head too. They have In God We Trust, but then like when they have the pyramid on the back, you have the all-seeing eye up at the top the very top of the pyramid and everything. All the money has some form of satanic marking on it, and it, like I said, just like the medical thing, I can't remember what you call it, but it's the staff, and it has the snake crawling up around it and everything too.
What about the quarters when
I thought that was like a doctor symbol.
He turned that. He changed.
Caduceus, that's what it's called. Oops.
President George Washington.
Now I'm Confucius.
Away from God.
I'm confused. I'm confusedist.
Yeah, but it all has what?
Do you remember that with the quarter? I showed the quarter a long time ago. The quarter was always faced in God we trust.
Yes.
And then when Biden came in, he changed the quarter around with George Washington facing his back against
Biden
God
didn't change it. Biden didn't change it. That was a third term of Obama, and that's who changed.
No, I got the youngest quarter. No, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying that was the third. That was the third term of Obama. Remember, he said that That's
he was going to do it, but it was under Biden's administration because I got.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm just making a point. Hey, so real quick, Trix, I put a video up here. I think these two women need to be applauded. This was at the Grammys when they were all standing up about ICE. These two women refused to stand up about ICE and said how much they love law enforcement. I don't know who they are.
Standing ovation for ICE out. I'm going to sit down. You should all be ashamed of yourself. I love our law enforcement.
I don't know who they are, but I think they deserve a round of applause for not standing with the crazy crowd that's anti-law enforcement.
I have no idea who they were either.
No, I'll have to find out.
Yeah, people, if you guys want to look up Nasera or Jacera, it's really, really super interesting. It's really interesting, and if it pans out, we'll all be millionaires. Because according to that, all contracted debt, like your mortgage or auto loan, your credit cards and everything will be null and void because the banks will collapse. And once they collapse, they cannot collect on their debt. So if they pay off based on your Cusper number and everything, you'll have a lot of money. I don't know. We talk about that, don't we, George? About being rich.
Well, we all want to be rich.
Yeah. Well, at least to have enough money where you don't have to worry about your bills. That would be
Sarah. I'm going to say that song.
Hey, can I talk about the Melania movie for a second?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Talk about it.
I went to go see it on yesterday, my wife and I. First of all, I got to say, I think they're trying to suppress the numbers because the theater that we went in, we were in Princeton, and the theater that we went in was a max occupancy of like 36 people.
Yeah, they gave me this small studio. Yeah.
Right? Now, in fairness to the theater, there's several of them like that. It's not only one because I walked through afterwards. I looked at the theaters at the occupancy list. But I have to say, what a great movie. If anybody gets a chance to go see it, definitely go see it. It really shows you a little bit behind the scenes, and especially as it gets later into the movie, with Trump doing like his practice for his inauguration speech, and even after the inauguration, when they get back into the White House, it's like 2 a.m. and it was really cool. And to hear Melania's voice when they were after the inauguration, when they were walking through the rotunda, for her to say, I mean, there's many really good.
Here we go again.
What?
She said, "Here we go again."
Well, that was when they were getting called out. That was that point when they were getting called out for the inauguration, which was cool. But when they're after the inauguration ceremony and they were walking through Rotunda and they do like a voiceover with her as they're, her and Donald are walking hand in hand. She said about how emotional she was at that point, knowing what they put him through, that not only did they try to jail him, but they tried to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there was points in the movie, I'll tell you, I had like tears coming out of my eyes. It was exciting. People clapped at the end. Stuff when Trump was talking, like he would say something, you heard like the theater laugh. They were sitting down at Mar-a-Lago a couple of days before the inauguration, and Sean Kern was there. Guy Justin that does his things were there, and they're all around the table, and they said, "You're going to drive with President Biden over to the Capitol," and Trump was like, "That should be interesting." It was actually kind of funny, but just some of the back stuff, it was so cool. I'm going to go see it again. That's how much I liked it.
We don't even have it around here.
No, you got to have it somewhere.
It's got to be
probably by Indianapolis, but
you got to have it somewhere.
We only have one theater in town, and they show kids movies all the time.
They do that with all the movies. Like they did the one with the Jesus there with the taking down about Trump and all the movies that they came out. They always put it in a small studio, so what they do is they go by the ticket sales. And so what happens is, so say like you said, there's 50 seats in the movie house you went to go see. So those are 50 tickets that they sell. Not if they put it in a bigger that holds 350 people, the 350.
Rico was going to take me to the movie.
I
had to put that in there for Mark.
Why don't you have Rico pick you up? I'm sure I'd take it to the movie. I mean, gosh.
Yeah, the Bad Bunny could take you.
Oh, Jersey says one of those girls is Emily Austin. So I guess he's a little behind on the show, but that's okay. But Emily Austin. So I'll have to look up and see who she is. I think that's one of my new favorite celebrities now since they refuse to stand up with those idiots.
Hey, you can show the picture of the quarters if you want to.
George, why don't you send these quarters out to everybody watching the show right now?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
See,
I see. Yeah, he turned his head around. Yes.
Yeah, and look at the hairdo was done different, like the.
Yes, yeah, it is done different.
See, this is what they changed because they wanted to show. They're against God. See?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at the one on the right, the one from 2022.
Right.
And because you said it was done under the Biden administration, which I always call it the Obama third administration or the Auto Pen administration. But if you look at that picture of George Washington around the eyes and the nose to the mouth, that does not resemble George Washington to me. That resembles Joseph Biden to me.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, with the mouth going down, yeah.
Does anybody see Joe Biden there? I see Joe Biden.
Yeah, I see Joe Biden. Oh, I didn't look at that. I was looking at the message they were trying to do. But that's what they put in. That looks like him.
Red Ginger says that the one on the right look a little bit like Sean Lucas. No, Red, no. Joe Biden. Look at that. I mean, am I nuts or
no? You're right. I agree with you.
Well, okay, you ought to do that.
Red Ginger says she sees Sean Lucas. That's crazy.
Look there's the $1,000 Trump bill.
All right.
Okay. See if you notice anything on this.
I don't know.
No satanic symbolism on it.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
not one bit of satanic symbolism on the Trump bills or anything like that.
That's cool.
You're bringing up money, so I was just making a point that he took
You
it
know
off.
that's gold plated on there too.
So one other thing I just want to say about the Melania movie. It's funny when she leaves Mar-a-Lago to go back to Trump Tower to get like the guy to help her with her dress. That was like they showed a little bit about the dress and stuff like that. That was like maybe like 20 minutes of it or 15 minutes of it. But when they pull in the Trump Tower, it's actually funny. They pull in, and he had signage on. I guess there's it's like a loading dock or whatever. I guess it's where they pull into. He had a freaking banner up there. Trump, build the wall. All kind of Trump stuff he had in there. It was actually kind of funny. It's. I can't say enough. Go watch the movie. Go support.
And it's very important to go watch the movie because it's important to show them how many people do go see the movie. It's going to come out. It's going to come out on the internet soon too. But
it already hit. Was it for best documentary in 10 years on the showing already over the week? I'm waiting till it comes so I can watch it at home because I'm not going to drive to Indianapolis to watch it. That's too far.
Yeah, but if you can get to watch it, definitely. Because you know the left is hoping that the numbers aren't great, so they could say, "See, Trump's losing his luster."
Yeah. Isn't that interesting about the Trump money, though? He made sure none of that's on that. Because he has to license it, right, George? Does he license that?
Yep. Yeah, it says, yep.
All right. So then it's just like CBS, the all-seeing eye. That's on that one, too.
Mm.
That's how you know it's all bullshit. I don't know. Yeah. I had a clip here, but I'll save it for tomorrow because we're running out of time on this. But the Epstein file stuff, there's a lot in there that hasn't been seen before, and it's all the official video, so that's pretty interesting. I saw the ones where he was chasing the little kids around and everything, and it's not good.
Who Epstein was? I didn't see that video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was chasing kids around inside the kitchen. Looked like a kitchen of the.
Hey, we got time for Mandami.
Mandami's got a garbage problem apparently in New York.
Yeah, look, you gotta see a little Italy.
That's right. Red said Harvey Levin's in there. Yeah, the TMZ guy is in there. Not surprisingly.
Yeah, look at it.
There's a lot of people in there.
Talk about grooming. Check this one out. This is grooming. This is grooming. It's Mandami when he's a little kid.
Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young.
I think Epstein and Clinton had a little affair there. I think Epstein and Clinton.
I've seen those pictures, but I don't know if they're really.
It doesn't matter. It's good.
I don't know. I don't know.
I won't put it past it. No, hey, Obama was groomed. Kamala was
groomed. Their AI too. Oh, they were definitely
Everybody.
groomed, but I don't know if they were groomed by Epstein.
No, I didn't say Epstein. I'm just saying they're groomed by the Democratic cabal. The evilness of the thing they're trying to take this country down with.
Hey, how about this? This is apparently something going on. Where is I see Cat Turd. Everybody knows who Cat Turd is online. He shared this. Jeffrey Epstein Zero Trust won an $85 million Powerball ticket on July 2nd of 2008. And and they took the cash option of $41 million.
Yep. And guess who was working down there, down in Bill Richardson.
Who's Bill Richardson?
The guy that's part he's part Native American. He was a senator down there, and his ranch was right next door to Jeffrey Epstein's down there. And he had a plane. He had a oh God, I can't even talk this morning. Airfield.
Okay.
Ranch.
A true cold field.
Wow. 33 minutes ago, federal agents arrest 2 more in connection to the Minnesota church storming. Good. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Get them.
Yeah, but they'll go to the court and then be relieved. As usual, it goes to the court, the judge that's there. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only
See,
one that's gonna get
not
the only one
knows
that's gonna
about
get
it.
hit bad is Don Lemon, because he broke a federal law.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Richards, and they not knows what I'm talking about too. He's really heavily involved with Epstein, big time, and that's why he was put in the position he was too.
Oh, that they said that he was governor of New Mexico. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He and his ranch was right next door to Jeffrey Epstein's and stuff. So that one goes really deep.
Yeah, they found tunnels, right? Did they find tunnels? They found tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you want to sneak somebody in, you said, because he had clearance too. He had, when he was working for the UN, he would have diplomatic immunity for anything.
Newsflash. Tomorrow it will be the tunnels of the Vatican. The gold.
Oh, well, I'm doing Wormhole Wednesday. So I'm gonna do Tartaria Wednesday. I've been working on it for the last couple days. So
I saw the worm.
Yeah, you
You
saw the worm.
Was the worm in a tequila bottle by any chance?
No, but it's coming out of a wormhole. It's coming out of a wormhole.
That's something I don't see. There's a wormhole. There's no more worms in tequila bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the worm used to be in a tequila bottle?
Yeah, they had that little worm on the bottom. Yeah.
I have not seen a tequila bottle with a worm in it. I don't know what's happened with that.
That's blackout juice.
Yeah,
That's fire water.
It was 150 proof.
Maybe that's why they took it out. Too many people were passing out when you ate the worm. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess
we're ready to raid Schwartz, right?
Yeah, we're gonna raid Schwartz, and we'll be back tomorrow. Let's see, what are we gonna
hit the like button, everybody. We have two unlikes in there, apparently.
2 thumbs down, yeah.
All right, I know what that is. I know exactly.
So somebody's recruit. So
have
the
to make
negative
another
Nelly is
certificate.
recruiting another negative Nelly.
Don't forget the thumbs up, people.
Maybe one day we should do a whole bunch of thumbs down. Maybe that would give us some notoriety.
I don't see the thumbs down.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, we got 2 thumbs down.